Hello Internet, it's me again. I just wanted to share with you a quick thing on one of the iPods. I thought I would open it up off camera, and I'm trying a new camera setup. I have here a tripod, a real tripod, and a light, so this might work better for everyone. This is one of the iPods I got in the mail that was 30 gigs, and I did a quick battery removal. This is the old battery, as you can see. And I put in to this iPod the still functioning but low power battery from my original iPod to see what would happen, because this iPod was not turning on at all. And what happened is it works. It's in Spanish. Don't know if you can see that, but it does work, and it contains music, including all of this. Big Com, BSO, whatever that is. I mean, really, there's very little on here I recognize. In fact, nothing. You know, it has Baby Come to Me, Be Behe, Chili Out Sessions, Coldplay, there we go, there's something I know. Depeche Mode, oh cool. Gladiator, Iguana Tango, Meccano, and so on and so on. Nina Pearson, Notting Hill, Nothing Hill, REM, hey, Radiohead, okay. Sheryl Crow, Beatles, hey, there we go. And so on and so on. So it does take a charge, or it does take a battery. It recognizes the battery, and it's playing music right now as we talk. I'm not going to look through the photos or the videos. There are videos on here. I'll click on it and see what's in here, and I can't read those are in Spanish. Podcast con video películas, so please feel free to laugh at my Spanish, because it's not something I have. In photos, there's ajuste de diapositives. Don't know. So I'll format this, wipe it, order a battery for it, and repair it. It had grunge in it, but nothing too serious. It just had like bits of grunge. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little black things around, and it looked like it did get wet at one point, but not damaged it. And all in all, it works. So we will go forward with repairing it. And I may repair it off camera, because I've got a number of them to go through, and I don't want to, you know, it takes a bit of time. So I'm going to turn this off. Nope. I don't know how to turn it off. There we go. Lock it off. And then we will swing back in a minute. So I'm going to pause the camera. Hey there. So part of the reason I paused the video was I was looking for the 30-pin connector for the iPod. I'm going to take a risk and plug it in and see if it registers with iTunes, because it could very well be that this works with a battery, but it won't charge a battery. If this is being dropped in a river or something, or a puddle, or badly shocked, it might be that the battery, because it's charged, works, but it will not actually detect iTunes and then the computer and charge. So what I need to do is plug it into a computer. Now that's a bit of a risk, because somebody could have a virus on here. I'm not keen on that, but we will take a risk. I will try very carefully to hook this back together, and the battery got glued in already. Come on. I may have to clip it together. Curious, why don't you fit? Because you're distended? Could very well be why. See if we can get the clearance down here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Do not disconnect. So it registers and it's charging the battery. That's great. Now I'm going to unplug that. So this is a working iPod, and it does have a crack on the screen, as you so can't see. Okay, there is a crack on the screen going across. It's not a crack, it's dead pixels. Come on, focus. Ooh. And so that's too bad. I might do a video one day of replacing that screen. But as it is, my kids can have this. One of my kids, at least, can have a working iPod for Christmas, and he will be very, very happy. Very happy. So I will take the battery out. Remove that, but first turn it off again. Ugh. Stuff. So let's turn it off. Okay. Get my tools in order. Release the cable. And I didn't check the head jack, the headphone jack. There we go. Take this battery out because I will need it to test the other machine. And now I will put this back together. Nope, I will test the headphone jack. Quickly test that and make sure that works. Oh, so now it closes. Alright, so let's turn it on. Now I don't see any red dot. The red dot, if you remember, on these old iPods, if there was a red dot there in the headphone jack, it would mean that it was dropped in water or had gotten wet, and I don't see any. But I don't remember how to detect that. That was a long time ago. So what shall we play, folks? Let's play Tangle the Headphones Around the Tripod. Yeah, let's play that. No, sorry, I'm all tangled up here quite badly. How did that happen? Huh. There we go. That was a fun game. And so, artists, go with Avril Lavigne. Yep, it works. And I can't play that with you for you because it's copywritten, but it works perfectly. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this iPod other than the battery did not work, did not hold a charge or take a charge. But Freak Out by Avril Lavigne, at least that plays. Under My Skin, again, I have no idea. I'm an old 70s guy. If this was Led Zeppelin on here, I would be okay with that. I'd get that. And ELO and Beatles. There are Beatles on here. So let's turn it off. But I am very pleased that this works. So let's take the battery out. Because I will need that, like I said, elsewhere. Now there is some green down here, and I'm not sure what that green is. It's on near the connectors. And I don't know. That might be corrosion. So this might have been dropped in water. I really should open this up and do a good cleaning on it all the way down. But I won't. And right now this battery works perfectly fine, or this hard drive works fine. And it's a 30 gig hard drive, so I will leave it be. I will put this in a Ziploc with a desiccant, and this can sit and receive a new battery soon and be formatted, completely formatted, and some music put on here for my son. So that's that one. Now this one here has fared poorly. This iPod came in the mail with water in it, and I could see when I bought it on eBay that it had water in the screen. I've had it in the bag of rice for a few days now. By the way, if ever you have electronic devices that got wet, do not turn them on, not plug them in. Immediately grab a bag of rice, a Ziploc with rice in it, dry rice, not cooked rice, and throw it in. And leave it there for a while. A couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. And it should pull the moisture out fairly well. Now there's still some moisture in here. Don't think you can see it, but there's moisture here. And that is not a good thing. That is really not a good thing. So somebody did try to take good care of this iPod by the looks of it. It has an adhesive, scratch resistant adhesive here. So somebody cared about this. So that is a shame. I did wipe it down with a Lysol wipe, but it still feels grungy. And I think this is the one that came from Morocco, possibly. No, this one came from Florida. This one came from Florida. This one came from Morocco. This one here. This is a Moroccan iPod. This one is an American iPod. From the States. At least the latest place it came from was the States. Maybe it's been elsewhere. So Lysol wipe. Give it a quick wipe down. It's already wet. Give it a quick dry. And maybe I'll try to get the water out this way. Nope. Don't think that did anything. Nope. There's some rice. Got some rice out. And again, I don't see an indicator on the top that it got wet, so I don't know if they did that for this model. But it's definitely wet, and I'm not good. I tried turning it on, I think. Yeah, there's water in there. There's quite a lot of water. That could be a very bad sign. If this has had water sitting in it for the past 15 years, it's not good. If this has had water in it from the past few months, it might be okay. However, everything can be fixed, given the right amount of time and the amount of effort. You can repair just about anything. And I think it might have been opened already, but I'm not sure. This side is loose. I don't like doing it this way. Hang on. These old things are much easier to fix than the new iPhones. I can tell you that much. Much easier to fix. And I do like the new iPhones. The last time I had a video on not repairing these things, I was sort of being negative. This little piece came out. I can put it back on, but what does that mean? So here's this iPod open with water, definitely damp. So I'm going to pause the video, and I might, ooh, that's sticky. That's syrup. I'm going to get alcohol for this. This is it's the same battery as my old one. Yeah, I'm going to get alcohol for this and get some syrup, and this is going to require gloves. I don't trust this sticky stuff. Don't know what this would be. Doesn't have a smell at all. Not really at all. So I don't know what it is, and I'm not tasting it. So, yeah, there's a lot of it on here. Might be oil, in which case that is not a bad thing. But it is everywhere inside here. And I don't think, yeah, that is not moisture, that is not water. That is mystery syrup. I'm going to get gloves, and I'm going to get alcohol, and that means this video will be paused for a while because I have to go buy alcohol. I don't have any in the house. So, anywho, talk to you soon. Hi there. So, made a discovery. The liquid in here, pardon me, I'm trying to move my headphones out of the way. The liquid in here is an oil. It's some kind of oil. I really don't know what that means, other than it's not corrosive. There's no corrosion at all. But it makes holding everything very hard. I've been trying to manipulate my tools, which are now covered in oil as well. What on earth is this? I don't know, and I don't have a whole lot of rubbing alcohol, but there's no corrosion. I've disconnected the battery. I've taken this out. The hard drive is here, covered in oil. And I really just want to drop this in a big vat of alcohol, to be honest with you, a rubbing alcohol, and let it just dissolve the oil. Because this is absolutely disgusting. I mean, it might be mineral oil. This is clean, and it has no odor at all. And if it is just straight mineral oil, I don't see the damage being a big problem, because there wouldn't really be any. But the amount of alcohol I have left, see, I can't even hold this. Ooh, yeah, it has like surface tension, quite a bit of surface tension. Let's see that, it goes sklurp. I don't know if you can see that, it's doing a sklurp thing. It's dissolved the tape a little bit. So this is fun. My gloves are covered in it now. So whatever this stuff is, I'm going to say mineral oil, even though I really don't know. Whatever this stuff is, this is going to take some serious cleaning. And this hard drive may just get replaced with a an SD chip. An SSD chip, because I don't know what to do with this. This oil's just gotten into everything. I can't pick it up. And that explains why maybe the rice didn't work on it. But the fun thing is that the alcohol does take care of it. In fact, I'm just going to do this. I know this looks bad, but it's actually not bad for the machine at all. They bathe these things in alcohol all the time. And what the alcohol will do is break it down and evaporate. In fact, I wouldn't mind getting my grip back. I don't have any grip. See, it does dissolve the oil. So I'm going to just soak this in alcohol and then have the alcohol evaporate and probably break down the oil. This is going to be some seriously difficult cleaning. It's going to be a lot of work, actually, to be honest with you. I don't know how to do this. And I've lost my Q-tips. Don't know where they went. That was my one and only Q-tip. I had a bunch of them and they disappeared. Tempted to see if this is flammable oil. And I'm very gently rubbing everything with the alcohol, and it is dissolving it. And this is 99% alcohol. There's really no water in it. I mean, if this is really just oil, the good news is this won't damage the machine, and that would explain why if there had been water, that dot would have turned red, because that's what these did back then. To tell you it was in water at one time, and there's no red dot. So either yeah, I think somebody just dropped this in oil, and it was clean oil. Still not sure what to do with it though. How do I clean this? Anyways, I'll get back to you. Taking my gloves off. So, hello. This is the Ipod that was covered in that oil film. It was an oil. I don't know what type of oil, but probably mineral oil. It had no odor, and it was a bit tacky. And I've cleaned it with alcohol, quite a lot of alcohol, 99%. Okay. Can't quite see that, but that's a 99% alcohol. And I've put my old dead battery in from the other Ipod, and it works. The Ipod, despite the oil, works, and the backlight works and everything. So let's see what music this Ipod has on it. Acoustic Alchemy, Adriano Celentano, Alan Sorrenti. There's a lot on here. Amy Grant, no way. No, Amy Grant. Anthem Kings, Bad Company, BB Mask, Beatles again. Beatles are everywhere. Bill Withers. Bill Withers. Billie Holiday. Bob Marley. Okay. Bruce Springsteen. Bryan Adams. I like both Bruce Springsteen and Bryan Adams. I think this might be somebody in their 40s or 50s, possibly. That's hilarious. The Carpenters, hey. Celine Dion, of course. Coldplay, seriously. I can't even, only a few of these I know. Eagles, cool. Eek Amos, don't know. Elvis Costello. First Love, flamenco guitar, nice. George Benson, George Harrison, George Howdy. Group 3, half pint. I don't know. Johnny Nash. Annie Katie Lang. Corey Hart. Mr. Vegas. Yeah, that's it. And Nora Jones. That's a lot of fun, actually, to see what other people listen to. Rolling Stones, okay. Sammy Davis Jr., sure, yeah. This person had very wide tastes. Stephen Miller Band. UB40. Yellow Jackets, The Young Rascals, ZZ Top. So the battery's almost dead because it was not a good battery, but this works. So both my sons have working iPods, which will be formatted and other things put in. And I'm not going to look at the photos because I don't want to see personal photos. This is the 5th generation iPod. And we should plug it in and see if it can take a charge or detect a computer. So let's do that. Let's do that. I don't like doing that because I could get a virus. People don't necessarily think of that sort of thing, but when people plug in devices from each other's computers, you can get a virus. So let's plug this in. Yep. It detects it. So there we go. That's a working iPod. That's good news. We're going to turn it off, unconnect the battery, and put it somewhere. It's still got an oil on it, so I'm not sure what to do about that. But it's definitely just oil, or something like that. It's not weird stuff necessarily, I hope. But I'll give it a thorough cleaning with all kinds of Lysol wipes and stuff like that, and put it back together with a couple of new batteries for each of them. So that's one working iPod, and the other one has disappeared. I don't know where I put it. Anyways, thank you for joining. I hope you like the slightly new arrangement. I have my camera on a tripod and a light source up here. So hopefully that'll make things a bit better for you. And I will see you soon. And this is the old battery. This is the old battery that was in there. So somebody, I think, did a battery replacement already, because it does not look like... No, sorry. This is the factory battery. And it was a factory battery. I don't know what that blue one is. Anyways, I will see you later. This is it. Take care.